He's looking for a man on second down. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
And the Longhorns look to keep this drive humming. Leaves it with the running back. And he does a really nice job finding... making a good gain before the stop is made.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
Wants to fire on second down. Going for it all. And that one is picked off in the end zone. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. They'll leave it with him. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He'll do it himself. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. It's complete. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. They make the stop, and that'll bring the first quarter to a close. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. Movement here from the tight end. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel in the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
They really have no choice here. This is a no-brainer. You go for it here on this 4th down. Motion from the offense. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
You think about when you hit those guys on the move, man, he's already flying so fast, and I got to adjust my angle as a DB and make sure I keep outside contained, and it's a really easy play to run to get positive yards, especially in a situation like that where you're looking for the first down. You run that play, you get it. Nice, easy breezy.
At the 40, there he goes. Nothing but green ahead. Touchdown, Sun Devils! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. He can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners. When he kicked it in gear, he got the long touchdown.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of those top 15 teams who did battle today. Washington went into hostile territory and came away with a convincing victory. The Huskies always seem to... best punch, but today they were the ones who delivered the knockout. We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the new top 25 poll next week as this one, gentlemen.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Looking for a crease to the left. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
On second down, he'll let it fly. Going for the big play. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Well, I like this quarterback being aggressive and taking a shot. Just a better play there by the defense.
So what do they have for third and short from their own 23? They'll try to get the first through the air. Got him downfield. Coming through that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Looking to move it through the air. Dances away. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Give to the running back. They could have used a little bit more there. Pick up a 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Now, that's what you try to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
Ooh, the defense so lucky that was not a touchdown. The offense saw an opportunity to take a chance and take a shot, and they executed that play beautifully.
And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that, no gain on the play. Trying to get in the end zone again. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Longhorns! I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with the touchdown.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for defense. To be physically pounded. The run is coming. You know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
They'll try the right side. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Bunch formation, trying to spring a guy free. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. From the gun, looking for a man. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it's picked off. Trying to take it back. And he returned that into reverse skate in a hurry and takes it to the 46.
I tell you what, as a quarterback, you got to have a short memory. You're going to make mistakes. You're going to be asked to do a lot, and he throws his first career interception. If I'm the coach on the sideline, listen, I'm bringing him over. This ain't going to be your last, big fella. Like, you're going to make mistakes. It's okay. Put it behind you. Next play.
The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And the defense gets to the quarterback. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Longhorns decide to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. On 1st down, here comes this offense. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Comes out throwing on 1st down. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
It's now 2nd down.
That last incompletion leaves him with 2nd and 10 from the 23. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Pulls it in. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you...
It's a fumble on the play. Bounced right back to them.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Looking to throw on second down. Going to try to get it himself. Any way you can in your freshman season at quarterback, and he gets it done on the ground.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. He was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
He fires to the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have.
I love taking deep shots. I think it makes cornerbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you could tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
Pocket starts nowhere to go, and the ball's loose. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. They'll throw it on first down. Skips away from pressure. He'll let it go down the right side. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Sun Devils will kick it off to start the second half. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive ball? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Really nice, patient job to find some running room by this junior. Looking to go up top on first down. They're bringing heat. Here he goes, breaking the pocket. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
These guys aren't human anymore. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
They go to the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Quickly complete.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
On third and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Asher. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Got a good one going here. All tied up in the third. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run the option. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Ninth play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. The holder will spot it about 35 yards out. And it's no good. He missed it. After that failed field goal attempt, fellas, still tie ball game. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing, get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going and something can start to build.
They'll keep it on the ground to the right. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical. They wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
Six-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. They'll try the run. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
The Sun Devils getting set on 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. At the 35, he's got room. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
And I tell you what, we can focus on the left side of the line of scrimmage because that's where the play starts. But you don't get big gains when you run out wide unless wide receivers, yes, wide receivers, commit to blocking, staying on their guys. Really good job on the outside by giving the running back space to make the big play.
Running back searching for a hole. Pulled down after a pickup of 3. Ball's at the 13. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Fast motion from the offense. They're setting up the screen. Touchdown, Arizona State! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
This is a running back that can hurt you, not just getting handoffs, but they use him in the passing game as well. They called the screen at the absolute perfect time, and it ends up being a touchdown.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, it has gone final in that top 25 matchup we've been keeping a close eye on. Alabama rolled to victory, flexing an offensive muscle that almost reminded folks of the record-setting team led by Mac Jones, Najee Harris, and Devontae Smith. Going to be interesting to see what the fallout from this one is for one ranked team while the other figures to get a bounce when the new rankings come out, guys.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Open runway ahead. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way. Exploded for a huge chunk of yards on that last one. They'll try to do it again here, 1st and 10 from the 33. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Outside the pocket, lets it go. A beautifully placed ball to the outside and the toe drag for the big pickup. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. A 1st down run in the red zone. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Texas! Lining up to add another. And the extra point was good. No incident there, and we are tied up in the 3rd. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll go to the ground. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the 3rd quarter.
At the 27. That's the end of the 3rd quarter. And after 3, we are all tied up.
They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Arizona State.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Out of the gun to give to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Brings up 3rd down.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He fires one deep over the middle. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Got it past the marker. And that's where they'll mark him, but a very productive play, and they'll move the chains.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the 1st down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now, a fresh set of downs.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. From the gun, running back on the move. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Stopping the run is about physicality. That's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Just feeds the running back. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
The crowd is going to tell you the result of this one. They are into it on this huge 3rd and 3. They'll try to get it through the air. And it's incomplete on third down. Going for it on fourth down late in a tie game. This is a huge play. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half.
Arizona State.
Tie game here late in the fourth. They want to control the ball, and they're not going to punt it away. They'll go for it on fourth down. Wide receiver now comes in motion. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Spits it out to the back. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. The offense set for a first down play. The defense burns their third and final timeout of the half. Offense working from the pistol. He'll come out throwing on first down. Snagged on the outside, it's Woods. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
And a really good job focusing on the catch. A lot of people get lost on their feet and trying to stay in bounds, but did a good job catching the football first and then getting that 1 foot they needed in bounds.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. If they tried the field goal from here, it would be 53 yards. They'd love to help the kicker out on third down. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Oh, look out! Touchdown, Longhorns! And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
Arizona State, 14.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. And the defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field.
He's got it on the left. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
And that's why this guy's a complete running back. He's good between the tackles, he can pass block, but he can also run routes. And we're not just talking about screens or swing routes. This guy gets vertical down the field, and he can run the route tree.
They'll give it to the back. Thrust that arm out. Finally run out of bounds, but he has his offense rolling with a first down.
This offense all game long has been running really well, and I'm really impressed by how well they've recruited at the running back position. They've got some dynamic players coming into the game at different points, spelling each other, keeping each other fresh, and they're hurting this defense.
Wide out in motion. Quarterback checking off. To the air on first down. Throws to the wideout. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. A designed run for the quarterback. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. Feeling some heat. He reels it in on the sidelines, but he's out of bounds. That'll be no catch.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Sun Devils. Ready to try the point after. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the fourth. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Ole Miss dazzled in just about every phase of the game. And for a program that's turned out elite receivers from DK Metcalf to A.J. Brown, I think we may have seen the next great one emerge today. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Power football with the run. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Trying to beat the D deep. Holds it in on the left. Running toward the tape. Touchdown, Texas! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
And they're able to score on a drive where they had to have it this late in the game, and they look to their playmaker on the outside to win that one-on-one matchup.
Big-time moments. Who do you trust as a quarterback? You could tell this was a big moment. He threw it to his big play wide receiver. He knew he would come down to it, and now the big play in the fourth quarter for the touchdown.
Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position too, Reese. Don't let the moment get too big. Play within yourself, David, because this guy's practiced the situation before.
No doubt. Use the sidelines. They're your friend. I don't have to take deep shots, throw beyond the first down marker so I can stop that clock for a little bit and possibly use my timeouts.
What a great individual effort here in this 2-minute situation. He makes the catch in the middle of the field. He knows he's got to find a way to stop the clock. The only way to do that is to get out of bounds. He uses his speed and his vision, and he's able to elude the defense to save some time.
Quarterback will audible. Wants to throw on first down. Shoots it to the left. Got his hand. And he gets out of bounds to stop the clock. They've got a first down. They're in plus territory, and they've got a chance to win the game.
It's another first down for the offense.
Fresh set of downs after the completion.
Easy. Terrier.
He's going to pass. Trying to get to it. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth. On second down, wants to throw. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. He's got it downfield for a huge gain.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play. And I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
Takes a snap, wants to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Great job of timing the blitz and calling it at a perfect moment when the offense was going to drop back and throw. They're able to get to him, hit him. They don't get the sack, but they do affect his accuracy, and it falls incomplete.
Dialing up a second down pass play. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game.
Brings up third and goal.
Quarterback checking the play. Wants to throw for it on third and goal. Fires into the end zone. And the pass is caught for a touchdown. And it looks as if we could be headed to overtime.
Man, this place is going nuts. Your offense comes through in the clutch when you need it. Great job. Now, baby, free football. Let's kick the extra point and go to overtime.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So you think this is automatic? They need this one badly. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the fourth. Coming down the stretch in the fourth, and we are all tied up, about set to kick it away. Here's the return from inside his 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Down for the offense. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Second and very short here for the offense. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Still on his feet at the 40. All kinds of running room. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Longhorns!